sued for records on the FISA court warrants that were issued against Carter Page corruptly. You may recall Devin Nunes' Intelligence Committee exposed and blew the whistle on those FISA warrants because at their heart was the Clinton DNC dossier created by Fusion GPS, a paid vendor of the Clinton campaign and Democratic National Committee, who laundered money through the law firm Perkins Coie, paid Fusion GPS, who worked with Russian intelligence and Lord knows who else. They laundered that document into the Justice Department and the FBI, in part through Bruce Orr, whose wife worked at Fusion GPS, a vendor for the Clinton campaign. And they went to the FISA court and they said, oh, we've got all this reason to investigate Carter Page. All this reason was the Clinton DNC dossier, because it was clear, according to the Intelligence Committee analysis, that there would have been no FISA application that would have been approved by the court but for the Clinton DNC dossier. And the court was never told about its origins, which would have called into question whether there was a legitimate basis for the warrant. So you have this corrupted spy operation, again, the Peter Strzok spy operation, Comey, McCabe, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, that whole gang, John Brennan, Susan Rice, all involved in the use of this Clinton DNC dossier, and yes, President Obama. So Judicial Watch asked for these records last year, and it's 1 year almost to the day, and they're due to us today. Now, I expect they'll be redacted. I don't know how much will be there, but it's good to see the stonewalling and cover-up are beginning to end. And these are documents that I don't know if even Congress has had access to fully. So Congress is going to be very interested in this, and it shows you why it's important to be in court and why it's important to have an independent entity like Judicial Watch pursuing these records in court. We're pursuing these records about the FISA warrant abuses. We're pursuing these records about, for instance, CIA Director John Brennan's leak to Democrats in the Senate to get the Clinton dossier, which supposedly was classified, into the public record. We're suing for records on Podesta, the Podesta group. I think we have at least 34 federal FOIA lawsuits on this deep state conspiracy and illicit targeting of Donald Trump. And I just checked the other day, my colleagues checked in with me, you know Chris Farrell, who is our Director of Investigations. He told me we have 201 Freedom of Information Act requests pending on this scandal. Congress isn't doing that, and you can bet the media isn't doing that, but we're doing it. So we'll keep you apprised in all of this. A lot to talk about there today, but we're on it. We're on it. And the media can hyperventilate all they want about President Trump, but he's right to be concerned about this intelligence community, which was corrupted under President Obama and is oblivious, in my view, to the corruption currently. I mean, Dan Coates, what is he doing? He's the Office of Director, he's the head of the National Intelligence, Office of Director of National Intelligence. The intelligence community, which illicitly targeted President Trump, or then candidate Trump, and still targeting him to a certain extent, and bent over backwards to protect Hillary Clinton. And they're still protecting her today. Judicial Watch asked for a damage assessment of the spillage of classified information that we know took place as a result of Hillary Clinton's misuse of a server to conduct government business that included having classified information on it, which of course was open to virtually anyone who wanted to look at it if you were sophisticated enough. And believe me, our foreign intelligence adversaries and friends are sophisticated enough. She had top secret information on that server, and the intelligence community was confirmed by the IG report they didn't want to do it during the Obama administration, and they still don't want to do it. So as they're going full bore against President Trump, they're protecting Hillary Clinton. And President Trump is criticized for not understanding, supposedly, the difference between Russia meddling in our election and allegations he colluded, that you don't have to put one with the other. Well, he's not misunderstanding it because the intelligence community keeps on conflating the two issues. There'd be no Mueller special counsel if there was no conflation of the two issues. One can agree that the Russians were trying to mess with us during the 2016 election. I'm sure they've been trying to mess with us since the time the Bolsheviks came to power, often with the help of the left. That's not the issue. The issue is the false allegation generated by the Clinton campaign that the Russians were colluding with Donald Trump. And the intelligence community bought that to a certain extent in a corrupt way because they were partisan hacks, and they're still pursuing Trump over it.